Before we get into this next episode of the Work Area Podcast, just need to give a shout out to all the sponsors that help me do this podcast and help me race every week. KRM Hot Shots, the crew that never stops so you don't have to. We specialise in express delivery of parts and products to the mining sector anywhere in Australia. Fast, reliable and on the road 25 hours a day, 8 days a week. When it needs to be there now, call KRM Hot Shots. Bunbury Toyota, family owned and operated since 1973. They've got new and used vehicles plus service and parts all in the one spot. Go and see the team at Bunbury Toyota for your next car, just like I did when I bought the Hilux. I saw John, had the car in a few weeks. Easy, easy, easy. Jolly Good Auto Electrics. If you need anything auto electrical, in-car, audio or entertainment, this is your one-stop shop. Go and see Trevor and the boys at 141B Grayson Highway in Bellevue. If you need a new stereo, Apple CarPlay or even a two-way, they'll sort you out. QV. These guys are the leaders in premium automotive electrical gear. Whether it's mining, off-road, 4x4, transport or marine, performance and quality is what they do. Check out the full range online at qv.com.au. That's qvee.com.au. Platinum Tiger Insurance. Specialise in insurance brokerage, claims management and risk service, and they tailor everything to suit you. Dylan Peniza is with Platinum Tiger, and I honestly can't recommend him enough. He's my insurance broker, answers the call, goes above and beyond, and he's the best in the game. Find him online, Platinum Tiger Insurance, or come see me in the pits and I'll put you in touch with him. TPE Group, first sponsor to ever jump on board the podcast. Obviously wouldn't be here without him. Gives us the office, lets me come and go as I please. Ripper team. All Talk Engineering. Jared and the crew at All Talk are your one-stop shop for anything engine related. Have a look around the pits. You'll see his sticker on heaps of cars. He helps a lot of people get out there on the track, so support him if you can. If you want to win, go see Jared and the team and get the All Talk edge. Just remember, all these guys actually help heaps of people out as well, not just me. So remember, support those who support the sport. Let's get into it.
So, the East Coast.
We're just figuring out where Justin's from. My stats are giving me a bum steer here. He's not from Greenbrook, New Jersey. He's from Medford, New Jersey. 45 minutes from Philly, an hour from Atlanta. Welcome back, Atlantic City.
Yes.
Is that different?
Yeah, it's like the Vegas of the East Coast.
Okay.
Just casinos and gambling.
Perfect.
And other things.
All right, welcome back to the work area. Obviously you've just heard him, but in studio we've got Justin Whittall, the 26, the RBH group. He does something in America, but we don't care about that. He's in Australia now, and I reckon one more year and we nearly adopt you, mate. Is that how that sort of stuff works?
I guess I should just get a residency now.
Or a truck license?
Or a truck license.
So the last year's Port Royal Track Championship, is that right?
Yes.
Talk me through that. Is that like a massive achievement? Like, what would you compare it to?
People say it is, but after it all said and done, it doesn't really feel like anything. I don't know why. I mean, I'm sure it's a big accomplishment, but after it was all said and done, I just okay, cool. It didn't really feel like anything at the moment.
Is that what you set out to do at the start of the season? Is that like on your bucket list of like, right, we want to win this championship, or are you just trying to win races over there?
At the beginning of the season, it was like, we'll see what happens. If we're good in points, we'll just keep continue and try to chase it. And if not, we'll just start adventuring and traveling to other tracks. But I didn't even think we stepped outside the top 5 all season. And then we're third, second, first, and then just continued.
And with that, what's your deal over there? What's your deal in America? Is it a family car, team?
Yeah, it's a family car. My dad owns the car. I just drive it. I get lucky sometimes. He wants to fire me, but he has to deal with my shit.
And then, like, it's a good package. Like, how strong is your package over there?
Oh, it's getting better. The past 3 years, it's definitely gotten a lot better. My crew chief and I have definitely been working together and getting better. And just getting more comfortable with the cars. When I first started 410s, I didn't think we thought we were doing the right things, but now that I have like a crew chief and we're bonding. I know what I'm doing. I've mellowed out as a driver. Just getting better as a driver and working on my craft and calming down, not being so reckless.
What did you start with then when you said you first started 410? What was your junior days look like? What did you race over there?
A lot of crashes. Just reckless. None of us really knew what we were doing. We were kind of just like, we have an idea, but we don't know like we didn't really know what the shock numbers and the ride heights and how things would affect the car. And the chassis were running the window to get the setup right was like inches, where the cars we run now, you can have a broader range of the setup being good.
What did you start in? Like, what in your junior days? Were you doing those micros? Like,
so I started out in quarter midgets when I was 7, and then to about 11, 12, I went, quarter midgets from 7 to 11 or 12 area. Then from 12 to 14, I raised pavement midgets. And then from 14 to 16, I raced 600 micro sprints. And then 16 to 18, I raced 360 sprint cars. And then 18 to now, I race 410s.
Yeah, right. Plenty out under your belt. What's your favorite class? Like, when you think back to your juniors, what's the division you think about?
Honestly, I just like the 600 micro sprints, or the formulas, as you guys call them.
And that is roughly the same car?
Yeah, same thing. You just call them different things.
Yeah, okay.
But I love them. I'd still would race one right now.
Mate, talk me through Port Royal. What's that track like? Obviously, it's way different to what's over here, but talk me through that track.
It's just big, fast, 800 meter or half mile as back at home. Just bangs. You can bang the boards all night. I mean, the guardrails it's guardrails instead of like how you guys have concrete barriers. It's just guardrails and a giant, and 1 and 2 is just giant guardrail all the way up the wall. And then it has like jagged edges, so you got to be careful because it's cost me and some other people races before. But
like cutting down tires?
Yeah.
On the fence?
Yeah. Yeah, like I forget what, I think it might have been a Tuscarora 50. Mike Wagner flipped and like he put a hole into the guardrail, but it was way high up, so they didn't have to really worry about it. But the next day they fixed it. But yeah, it's just like a guardrail like you drive against on the highway.
And like, is there anything besides it just being an actual sprint car? Like, is there anything that you can sort of bring over here or translate to anything over here? Given you cut your teeth on a track that's, you know, probably 400 meters longer than anything we have. Can you translate anything?
Yes and no. I mean, most of the tracks I'm used to are 800 meters or just a tad bit smaller, where you guys have tracks that are 400 meters and smaller.
Yeah.
So it's definitely been a big learning curve being over here, and I've accepted it, and I've been loving it, especially when I went to Warner Bowl and Toma. Those tracks are absolutely my favorite right now.
That answers one of my questions. That's what I was going to say. What about last year, mate? You had a good year, obviously. You won that track in championship, and you won at the prelim nights. You come second at the Tuscarora 50. What would sort of, you're saying that championship, you know, was a little bit not deflating, but like wasn't what you thought it was going to be. What was your highlight last year, or what's your sort of sprint car highlight to date?
Sprint car highlight, I guess, going back-to-back wins at a track near home, Bridgeport.
Yep.
So 2024, I won the Dirty Jersey finale, and then 2025, I went back-to-back and won the Dirty Jersey finale.
That's big over home.
Well, it's like a home race. It's 45 minutes from my house, where the rest of the tracks are like 3 hours.
But that Tuscarora 50 prelim, like that's some good competition.
That's big, but if I won, it'd be cool. But you're still racing with the best of the best, so I guess accept that I finished second to the best, but I want to.
Who beat you that night?
Anthony Macri?
Yeah,
I think it was
the Concrete Kid.
Anthony or Reitzel, one of the two.
As soon as it said Anthony, it was Anthony. I looked it up on the results, but it also said you were from Greenbrook.
No, Anthony's really freaking good there.
What about your program? Obviously, I think you told me you leave here on February 7th, back home, a week and a half off. Like, while you're over here, who's sorting your stuff over there? Like, who gets all that ready? How full is your schedule? Like, what's it all look like once you get back in the States?
So I think I have 60 races when I get back. So they'll start February 28th and March 1st, I believe. I think that's the icebreaker at Lincoln. but I don't know. There's like 18 inches of snow right now on the ground, so who knows if we're gonna be racing at that time. But yeah, most of the before I came here, I was rebuilding cars, working on them, getting ready for next year. But most of the stuff is about ready. I'm in my crew chief. He works at Ryder Racing Engines. He came down for a little bit, just random times during the weekends when he had free time to work on the car and just tinker a little bit because he likes to tinker with things. And but my dad and my uncle Mike got the cars ready and just got to go back, and I've obviously like messed with belts because we had to get new belts and just small little things.
And then straight into it. What's your goal this year then over back home? Like, are you going to a different series? Are you trying to get the track championship again? Like, what's your goal once you get back home?
Honestly, no clue. I'd like to get more wins this year and do better, have more just have better finishes, build our program up to be better, and hopefully we get to travel a little bit and maybe, go back to Knoxville or Kings Royal or maybe do Ohio Speed Week. My dad and I haven't really set a schedule, but I think we're going to do the PA Posse series. So we might do that, or who knows.
You did good at Knoxville this year, is that right?
No.
I thought you were decent. How did Knoxville go for you then?
So Knoxville, during the Nationals, wasn't really. It was my first time turning laps on Knoxville, besides like iRacing and the World of Outlaw video game. But Knoxville was definitely different than what I'm used to. The black clay is just a lot different than what I'm used to, like the red clay at home. But Saturday we raced at Port Royal, swapped cars, had our Knoxville car, the special scheme, that gold and white car, had that in a different trailer. And then once the race is finished at Port Royal, loaded that car into the trailer and then trucked all the way up from Knoxville to race Sunday night from Port Royal. So that was a little bit of chaos and hell at the same time, but managed to do that. But that's I think they call it the Capitini Classic, I think it is.
Yep.
So that's like 80 something cars. It was cool, got to learn Knoxville, but with prelim night I definitely screwed up time trialing and definitely put us behind the 8 ball. And then Hard Knocks night, I forget what we did, but I know I was in the B main. I won the B main, and then was in or one of the, I think there was, won the B main, and then in the feature I just followed somebody in with dirty air, hopped the cushion, took a wild flip, and then ended up in the hospital.
But you won a B main.
Yeah, I won the B main, but that ain't saying much.
What you're doing all this stuff with RBH over here, running the smaller tracks and stuff. Do you feel like you've learned anything that you can take back home instead of the big tracks come to the smaller? Is there anything you can learn on the smaller tracks you can take back?
I believe so. I hope we get to race some smaller tracks this year instead of going to the big tracks what I'm used to. Get a little bit more out of my comfort zone what I'm used to. So I hope we go to small tracks.
What would be a smaller track like that you're trying to tick off?
I've raced like Path Valley, that's small, but that's really banked. It's more like that track races Formula 500s.
Yeah, okay.
Late models, or you guys call them something different over here, right?
Late models.
Oh, you just call them late models? Oh, well, that goes out the window then.
Nah, we have super sedans as well, maybe.
That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
You guys call them super sedans, but isn't that a different class?
Yeah, sort of, yeah.
Oh, okay.
To me, they're all the same.
Vendors.
So, what are any big races that you're trying to tick off this year? Like, obviously, Knoxville, you spoke about that. Is there anything?
Knoxville, Kings Royal, maybe. Obviously, Tuscarora, the National Open. I don't know. I'd like to go to Oswego in Canada.
Yep.
I'd like to go up there and try that. That track gets really slick, and I feel like it'd be fun because I feel like I'm good in the slick, especially in my car.
What would you be if you could design, a track that would perfectly suit you? What would it be?
Port Royal.
Yep, just Port Royal. That's you.
It flows. I get it. Some nights it bites me in the butt, but other nights, I feel like it just flows.
The deal, you obviously come over here for the first time last year.
Mm-hmm.
Rob Hare, the RBH Group car, like sort of talk me through how did the deal come about? Like,
So I was just bored one night, sitting at home, and I was just bored and a thought came across my head of, why don't I just ask Callum Williamson if he needs a hand in Australia, and I messaged Brock Zierfost if he needed a hand, and Brock said, no, and I was like, do you know anybody looking for a driver? He said, not at the moment, but he'll reach out, and I asked Callum the same thing. And Callum actually came back a couple days later and said, yes, message Troy Lawson and Rob Hare. They're looking for a driver. They're restarting a team. So I messaged Troy because Rob's bad at answering his phone. but I messaged Troy, and we got to talking. I had a couple races left, and after the races, they were like, yeah, let's do something. So they restarted a team within 3 weeks of me coming, and built a whole car, got a truck and trailer, and it was game on from there.
did you think, like, when they said yes, did you think, like, bullshit? Like,
Yeah, I honestly thought it was just, yeah, they'll find somebody else. Like, I was just.
do you drive for other people in the States ever, or you do that, or your first drive for someone else is in Australia?
I have driven for other people in the States. I drove for the Stamens. I drove for Kurt Michael in Hefner Racing South. I did that this year, and the Stamens 2 years ago, I think. Yeah, 2 years ago. And then I drove for Glenn Stiers for Involutia. So I've driven a couple cars.
Before you flicked that message, like, what's your knowledge of Australian racing? Like, is it something that American people watch? Like,
I didn't know much. I just knew James, the Madsons, Tatnell, obviously Callum, but I didn't really know much. I knew of the Motorplex. I knew, like, the Classic, but I didn't know how big it was until I went there. And I was like, wow, this is huge. This is like the Nationals but for over here. So it was not much knowledge, but now it's like I got more of it now and have respect for it.
so you land here. Last season, I guess. You rip straight into the seat. How was, like, year one for you guys? Obviously, it's a new team. There's so many hurdles. You're coming in against established teams over here, and you've got to battle away. How difficult was that first year?
It was definitely difficult. I mean, we got the results. I mean, we had different chassis than what I'm used to, different motors, but we got the results. But could have been better, but could have been worse. But this year we got different chassis, different motors, and obviously you'll have your good years and bad years. But this year it's definitely been a struggle, but you'll have those in racing.
And you obviously coming over here, it's sort of been a little bit of a difficult period for you. But to date, what's your highlight? Like, is there a race maybe you didn't get the best result, but you felt good? Like, to date, what's your best sort of result?
To me, the going quick time overall at the Classic was pretty good. I wish the B main on the final night went a little better, but I'm not going to get into that.
Talk me through the qualifying then. How did those laps go? Did they feel good? Different setup? Like, how did that go?
It just felt good. I honestly thought I'd be timing in the slime because in previous times we've always, when I pulled good pill, track's always slimy, and I thought I laid down a pretty good lap, and I knew I had Macedo and Goodyear behind me and like right after me in time, and I thought I better lay down a good lap. And was it Carson that blew a driveline apart, or no, it was a yoke that blew apart, and it was they were under red for a little bit, and it just kind of cooked the track, so it helped me in my favor. So by the time they got out, or Goodyear got out there, the track wasn't as good as when I was, so it kind of helped me. But yeah, that was probably the highlight of my trip so far.
One quick time. Is that sort of what you were hoping for when you come over? But like,
no, not really. I was expecting a little more, but I mean, it's racing. Shit happens.
What about the East Coast trip, mate? Are they fun? Completely different country. Like I spoke about, we come back from Mount Gambier in a sort of a convoy, and I felt a little bit lost. I was like, where the fuck are we? Like,
Yeah.
what's this town? And then I was thinking, how am I lost? I'm like, this bloke in front of me is in a completely different country. He's no idea what's going on. Just hoping that me and Beto knew where to go. Like, is it pretty wild to come over here and road trip like that?
Yeah, I mean, when we're going east, I rode in the truck going across the Nullarbor. Everybody said I was crazy, but I had a fun time. I got to see some things. I mean, I wish I got to see the Australian Bite, it's called.
Yeah.
I wish I got to see that during the day, but just drove past it during the night.
Oh, okay.
Saw a cool thunderstorm. That's about it. But everybody said I was crazy doing that, but I'm just along for the experience and get to see things.
See a kangaroo?
Dead ones.
No live ones jumping out in front of you. You were sleeping.
I might have been. A couple koalas. Ran over a giant snake on the Nullarbor. I ran over a giant snake.
But yeah, just is that country like reminiscent of anything you would see back home, like anywhere, or is it just a completely different landscape?
I think it's like a completely different landscape. I mean, I haven't been to like California in that way, but it might be like that. But no, I haven't experienced anything like that. I enjoyed it. I might do the drive next year.
But let's get into the Aussie title, and then we'll sort of get into your future after that, mate. We're happy to be able to like watch after like maybe not having the best run and constantly in the grind of racing and all of that. Was it fun to have a weekend off and just be able to actually watch?
Yeah, it was kind of nice to relax. I mean, I helped out a little bit with Jordan Charge and Beto, but I kind of let them do their own thing. But the first night they driveline and a rear, so I helped them do that and kind of let them, like, if they needed help, I'd help out. But I just kind of sat back and watched and kind of wish I brought a jumper and some pants.
It was cold, eh?
It was cold.
Wait, to think back now, what's your overwhelming thought? What's the thing you think about when now thinking about that Aussie title? Was there a race, a driver? Like, what's the thing that's stuck in your head about that weekend?
I pushing out for the feature, I knew the track was going to take rubber. But I just didn't know how soon it would or anything. But I think the track was good. I mean, the heat races were, I think, pretty good. But, I mean, Jordan stuck out to me, going quick time. Jock, obviously, is so good. James, I think if the 3-lap cars between James and Jock, if those last 5 laps played a little different, it would have been a hell of a finish.
I haven't seen J-Mac drive that hard like in a long time, and I watched him. He's like one of my favorite drivers.
Yeah,
he was, and you watch that clay per view back, it doesn't do it justice. No. He was sending it. Hey,
he tried a couple laps in the rubber and he caught the cars, and then he kind of got out of the rubber and onto the cushion and tried to make some speed, but the cars, everybody was just locked into rubber and he just couldn't get around. And Jock kind of just bided his time and kind of was easy and trying to save his tires because of the rubber.
The thing that I think about is his Jock's 24. He's got 2 titles already. Like, fuck, he could win 10.
He could.
Like, he's got in 20 more years, like he could win every second one nearly. Like, I felt like the first 20 laps, I said to him, and I don't know if easy is the right word, but it just looked comfortable. Like, you could hear his engine. He wasn't like sending it. He was just...
No, he was smooth on the throttle. Yeah, he just looked comfy. Like, I watched Ryan Newton for a little bit, and Ryan was pushing and pushing, hopped over the cushion in 2 a couple times, and allowed James to get closer. Actually, there was one point in the race, James was in front of him for a lap, and then the caution came out. Like, they completed a lap, and then they put Ryan back in front of James, which I was confused about. But
I thought that was close. I definitely thought J-Mac should have started ahead. Maybe we're wrong, but yeah, I'm with you with that.
Ryan was another one that impressed me. After, I think he fired his crew chief the week before, and he ran pretty good. Ryan definitely surprised me.
That's the best he's been in a long time.
Yeah.
Because for me, he did all those races in America. I think he did close to like 80 or 90 last year, whatever he might have done. but he did lots and lots of racing. Straight back here to the start of the season. I think he might have won one in Mount Gambier or Avalon like early in the year.
I think so, yeah.
And then other than that, it just sort of like, I don't know what he came at the Classic, at King's Challenge. Like I don't remember him having a good run ever. And then right from qualifying, he was as good as anyone.
He was lights out.
Yep.
Yeah. He was lights out quick in qualifying, and then set him up good. Heat races, he made some passes, and then the feature, it was just a hell of a battle between him and Goodyear.
Do you, just with that qualifying, do you think that it's too heavily weighted on that qualifying in that particular format? Just felt like if you weren't like right up the top, almost pack up and go home. Like the top 5 in qualifying were almost just the top 5 in the race.
Qualifying, no matter what event it is, qualifying is huge. It could make or break your night. I mean, like the King's Royal at home, people, because they do, I forget what the invert is, but people will like sandbag, and they'll make sure their throttle doesn't go full throttle. Like they want to be in this like certain slot. So they'll start, when the invert happens, they'll start on the front row of their heat race, and then they'll just like, I think it's like a 32 car invert. So if you're 8th, like 32nd or something, you'll start on the pole in the 8th heat or something like that.
Yep.
And and then that locks you into and if you win the heat race, that locks you into like the dash or whatever.
Yeah, right.
So qualifying is huge no matter what event it is. So you got to be good, or it's going to be a upwards hill battle from there.
Yeah, I just felt like my experiences with Dane, obviously, I wouldn't say I was helping him out, I was just with him in shout out Cricket Motorsport, sorted me out all weekend. But he didn't do much wrong on the first night.
No.
I think qualified 6th, won his heat, finished 6th in his second heat, was in the B main.
Yeah, points. The points there was a little confusing, but the passing points and time trial points and have just the point system was a little confusing to me. But I'm sure there's a scale of how the points work out that I can read and be like, oh yeah, this makes sense now.
Yeah, it just felt like it was so heavily weighted on that qualifying. But obviously, Jock was good all the time. J-Mac was good. Like, do you feel it's so hard to tell, but do you feel like that standard stacks up with what you see? Like, because it's real weird. Like, Jock is as good as that. Then he jumps over in like Paul Silver's car, and I think he won one race in California when he jumped off like the tour, but then he's nowhere. I'm like, is that equipment? Because I've just see what the kid can do. And
I think it's just comfortability. Like, obviously, you need more laps and times getting used to equipment because he's over here racing X, Y, and Z, and then he goes to America and races ABC. Some of the equipment he's just probably not used to. So, I mean, he could probably like do more races and get comfortable with it, but I think it's just comfortability.
And do you feel like it's now this sort of schedule that you can run? Like, I think Jock's doing 50 plus races in Australia alone. Like, is that what you thought the scene was over here? Like, Jock can make good money, and maybe you should be making more than 3.5 to win an Aussie title prelim night. But
it was 3.5 to win.
3.5 to win on the first night.
Oh wow!
Yeah, as I asked him, was that the hardest 3.5 grand? And you seen how hard him and Ryan raced. Yeah, that was for 3.5 grand to win that.
Oh wow!
Pretty. Like 22 grand's like decent, but I feel like it's an Aussie title. Like that could be, but that's the SCCA run event. You know, there's a prestige associated with it, but like
prestigeness to it. But I feel like 3.5 grand
to win a prelim at an Aussie title. Like, look who we had to beat.
Yeah, like there's James, there is Jock, but Ryan Newton, Dane Williamson,
everyone,
McHugh. I wonder how the race would have changed. Sorry for the curveball, but changed if Jamie V was there.
Yeah.
Or Madsen.
Yeah, Kerry in the 95 would have been interesting.
Kerry's been rolling in the 95. I don't think he was off the podium at all, besides the final night of the Classic, but that was kind of his brother's fault.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Oh, mate. I met Ian over there for the first time. Lucky he doesn't listen because I sort of tuned him in about backing up pretty quick when Kading turned around. He come, I was thinking, oh, shit. But, yeah, it could have been anything. Like, as good as it was, yeah, like Jamie Veal would have been a good addition.
Yeah.
And Kerry Madsen. Like, Kerry has some tricks up the sleeve. Like, he
Yes,
could
he
have done
does.
anything on that track.
And Kerry said during the interview when he wrecked that he was just, I think he said he was like half throttle, just kind of cruising around. Like he knew he had a car for the end. So it would have been an interesting race, but Whittall was just lights out fast and quick. But
Who do you think would have won that? If Cole stays in it, everyone stays in it, you reckon?
it was Cole, James,
Jock.
Madsen.
Yep.
I don't know. I'd like to say Cole, but I feel like the previous night I saw when Cole won, or like it was the previous Saturday or something.
Yeah,
when Cole won.
International thing.
Yeah, I think his car kind of fell off towards the end, and but it would have been an interesting race. I think it would have been Cole, James, Jock, or Jock, James Cole, one of the two.
Yes, it's tough for me because Jock got back to fifth.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
Even with the drag link bent in a U.
And sent to the rear.
Yeah.
Like, so I think how it worked out, I think he started like 21st.
Mm-hmm.
So at the Classic, he went 21st to 5. I'm like, at the point, he was in the lead before he crashed. Like, you know, he slid and he went to the lead for a bit. I think he would have been third in the end, but just robbed of a good race. Like,
yeah, I think the fans kind of got robbed of a good race because, like, cars were dropping out. Then, yeah, cars were dropping out and wrecks and just kind of stupid, silly things. But it's racing and it's going to happen.
Yeah, like, and Wright was flying. Like, he's halfway. Like, he could have come from anywhere. If Jock can come 21st to 5th, Wright's like 8th or whatever he was at the time of that crash, his car comes on. Like,
it would have been a good race.
Yeah, you can't argue that he can't win from 8th if Jock can get to 5th. Like,
yeah,
his car was there.
There was some rules during the Classic that were like I thought in Australia, once you undo your belts, you're done for the night, or like done for that race. And there's a couple of people, I'm not gonna name names, but a couple instances where people got out of their cars and like tried to fix their car. But I thought, like, when the belts are undone, you're done.
Yeah, I'm not across that. Obviously, J-Mac jumps out and does that. But I feel like J-Mac jumped out because he thought that his car would have been done. Mm-hmm. But I also feel like J-Mac knows the rules.
Yeah.
Like, he knows everything. And then I remember Callum got out at Tolma and they said that the only reason he was allowed out of his car was because the stewards got him out. He was like wedged up and they couldn't move his car with him in it or something.
That was Warrnable.
Warrnable, was it?
Yeah, during the heat race when he was on top of 17.
So on the coverage, they said the only reason he got out is because and was allowed to get back in was because the officials asked him to get out to move the car. So I was like, I didn't think you could break your belts either, but yeah, bit weird that stuff. Talk to me about Mount Gambier. Did you do King's Challenge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was terrible.
Okay.
I screwed up qualifying.
What about the track? What did you think of the track?
Obviously we didn't have the same track as the Aussie title, but track was cool. I wish it got wider. I mean, we timed on a completely different track than we heat raced and did the B main on because they cut it up and just ran it in. But the straightaways were slick as hell, but the turns were really juiced up. So it was kind of weird to set up a car for that. And that was kind of just like follow a leader, and somebody makes a mistake, you can try to force a hole and make a move. But the King's Challenge was definitely a eye opener and challenge for me. But I enjoyed it, but not as much as the Warrnable and Tolma.
How hard is it to drive Gambier? That's almost constantly like a turn. Even the straights are like a turn. Is that a difficult adjustment to get used to?
Yeah, it's definitely had some arm pump going there. I didn't tell anybody, but I definitely had some arm pump going when my first night there. It
looked like that. Even for me, you see him come down the straights and there's so much like adjustment down the straights because they're trying to like go with the wall and keep it straight, get their entry point in. Like it looked a difficult track because then even as you're turning on the straight to like slide or to then get down and hug the curb, it just looked like tricky.
Yeah, it was definitely a tricky track for me.
Did you even though you were there and you were able to enjoy it, was there parts of you that you wished you were out there?
Yes and no. Feature, I definitely thought, I was like, I could do this. Like, it's definitely like, I feel like it kind of catered towards me, that like how the track was during the start of the feature. I'm like, yeah, I could make this work, but then just kind of observe and watch the track. But I was like, yeah, I think I could do that in the feature. But
I always like asking dudes this. Do you look at the pace sometimes and go, fuck, is this how fast we're really going? I'm sure it's way different at Port Royal, but like, is it faster when you watch it versus in the car? Does it look faster than what it feels?
in the car, it definitely feels faster than when I watch. It definitely feels faster.
Yeah, right. Because my thing is, when you're on the mesh at the Motorplex and you watch like a dash or something when the track's like real fast, you're just like, what is going on here? Like, do you feel that at all, or are you just used to it?
It's kind of numb now to the speed of it. I don't know why. Just kind of like just another day.
I don't think it too much worries you, mate. You seem pretty calm. What about that feature race? Did you always have Jock as the winner like throughout the week?
I had James.
Yeah. I feel like if that rubber didn't come in, I think I'm not willing to say James beats Jock. I feel like
been a close finish.
Yeah, he has a trick for him, and
yeah,
I feel like particularly to watch Jock do those first sort of 20 laps, like just I could just hear his engine. It was just
like James has more experience than Jock, but I think Jock could have held his own. I think James can manipulate people into thinking he's going to be doing something, and they'll make a move to try to like block James or think they're going to beat James off this turn. Like James will like show his nose on the bottom one lap, and then the next lap he's ripping the boards while they go block the bottom. Like, so I feel like James can manipulate people better than some because he has more experience, because like he went to the States and raced and just had more laps than people. But I feel like Jock could have held his own.
I just feel like Jock was at like not 90%, but I feel like he could have went harder if he needs to. And
yeah, I think he realized that like he could see the rubber was coming in, he could feel it, and he was like he needs to go in conservative mode and kind of watch his tires, but also kind of be aggressive.
Even speaking to him after the race, it was like he knew his whole race centered around getting past Newton out of turn 2.
Yeah,
like he just knew if I can just jump him, clean air, they can't come near me unless they're absolutely flying. And
I noticed a lot of the starts in the heat races, the outside car led the race, not the pole sitter. And then the outside car just got the jump, and they didn't really do nothing about it.
Yeah, did they call one back early and that's it?
I think so. I think they did. I forget who it was.
First heat of the night or something like that. I think someone jumped and they dragged that one back. But what do you reckon of the event as a whole? Like,
it was a good race, a good event. I mean,
but like, is that what you thought an Australian title would look like? Would be like in terms of crowd and all?
Yes and no. Like the place was mobbed, but yes and no. I don't know what I like. I expected it to be packed and I expected like a bigger like mob scene after the races of fans. I guess it's late. Everybody wants to go home, or everybody's already drunk and just ready to leave.
You reckon too close to the classic?
Yes, I feel like that like people like in today's economy, money's tight. You gotta like at home, it's like to bring your wife and family and stuff like that. You're paying like $200, and you gotta get food, drinks, and if you want t-shirts, and then people get tight on money. So I feel like it's a little too close to the classic, but I think this coming Aussie titles separated, so it should be pretty good.
Yeah, I just feel like it's like having back-to-back grand finals almost. Like, and you obviously, given the geographic sort of region, you're probably drawn from the same people.
Yeah.
Like, I would love to know the split of that crowd versus who was at Warrnambool. Like, it would be 80% maybe.
Yeah.
like 80% of the people. And yeah, it was big, and it's probably you don't get a good sense of it sitting in the pits like we did being separated.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe if you're up on the hill, it feels a little bit different. But it's a volunteer run club. Like everyone there is volunteering and putting their own time in, and even like up to like you see old mate on that tractor scraping the wall.
Yeah.
Old boy was like 80, no power steering, mate. He was fighting that
Living
thing.
for it.
Oh man, you see his like muscles in his arms. He was fighting that old tractor up against the wall. But yeah, that was my thing. I just wonder if, in hindsight, but to be fair, maybe if you had it in another 3 weeks' time, no one turns up because it's like too far away. So, but yeah, it just felt like maybe everyone exploded the week before, you know what I mean, for the Classic.
Yeah. What I don't get is the Americans are allowed to race the midget Aussie title, the late model Aussie title. How come they can't race the sprint car Aussie title?
Maybe because we'd never have the A1 here. Nah, Jock wins that race, I reckon.
Yeah.
Like-
Well, I'm just saying, like, I feel like the Americans should be allowed to if they're allowed to race the midget Aussie title and the late model Aussie title. I mean, why not race the sprints?
Well, it's just a bigger event, isn't it? Like,
I guess, yeah.
particularly like, say you let it happen. Like, does Mount Gambier as a club make more money? Like, is it better for the club that hosts it to be able to sell Aaron Wrights or yourself, like all those boys?
I feel like they could advertise the Americans and maybe get more people.
Yeah, for sure. But
I don't know.
It is a weird one.
I'm not the promoter of people that make the rules, so I don't know.
Does anyone beat Jock though? Like, do you feel like?
No, I don't think nobody was going to beat Jock, especially on a track like that.
Nah, that's his bread and butter, right? He still has that A1.
Yeah.
And then you're coming over here and he's Mr. February, mate. Like, I think he's almost undefeated the last 2 years. Like, it's ridiculous.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's won the last 2 crickies, I think.
Oh, fuck.
I'll probably got that wrong. But, yeah, he's made a lot of money in February, mate. Like, last year, he definitely won both. And I reckon...
Yeah, I remember that because he made a T-shirt about it.
Yeah, Mr. February. Because I think he did just as good the year before with the same amount of money.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Old Jog, boy. When the money's on the lawn, the big dog gets up and goes. And same thing, sort of came over early here in the start of the year, sort of didn't do much. Comes back in February, and Hayden Kendrick, his crew chief, mate, he's into him. I've seen him once on the shoot, spraying him. Like, absolutely, like...
Just ripping into him.
Yeah, mate, like, what you're doing is not good enough. We don't come here to do this. Pull your finger out. It was a little bit more abrupt than that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, gave it to him both barrels, and... To be fair to Jock, he went out and won both races, and it's 40-something grand to win Barbagallo, and probably pretty close to win the Cricky Boys, you know?
Oh, shit.
Plus, I reckon he won Wednesday night. Like, yeah, he's good. Does that prize money matter to you when they say it's 40 grand? Like,
When it's your job, yeah.
So, yeah, like you look at the prize money and you think, yeah, beautiful?
Yeah. Yeah, when it's your job, yeah. But I guess like the people that do it as a full-time job, they just don't care. They just show up and race.
Yeah, that's true. So what would you change about that title if you could? If you could, you know, you obviously seen a lot of races, and you probably see more than most, like over here, given the amount of racing you guys can do. Like, what would you keep? What would you change about that Australian title?
One less heat race. Like, just do the one heat race, not the 2. But do it invert, like, instead of 8, or did they do 8?
Yeah.
Do 6. And see, like, do it like how High Limit does. If you can win it from 6 and go to first, you're locked in onto the pole.
Yep.
Something like that.
Yeah, okay.
I'd get rid of the heat race. It kind of saves the track a little bit.
Do you notice that? Was it the B main? They worked it for the B main.
Did they?
Yeah, and then it went out there, and I was like, they haven't worked this track. Like, when they worked the Motorplex, maybe it's the black dirt, you can see it way better.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they worked it. They let a wingless heat go out, and then the B main rolled out, and it just looked like, well, what did they do? What about? Were you there for Guildford's crash? Where were you?
I was in the commentary box.
Were you?
Yes.
That was huge.
Yes.
Is that like you would have seen a couple? For me, I don't know. Maybe you can see a little bit more violent, but the noise of that thing.
Yeah, the noise of it just sounded bad.
Those poles.
And I could hear it in the box.
Oh. Oh, yes, I did a little meme of it. I just hope the boys take it all right. I know the Duke's all right with it, but I don't know. I don't know Guildford at all, but yeah, hopefully. Well, to be fair, Duke's got nothing to do with it. Just hopefully the Guildford likes it. I turn right now. I turn. Good luck, everybody. I didn't think it'd be as good as it has. It's like 40,000 views in already.
Oh, you posted it already?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Did you not see it?
No.
I'll play it for you here live.
Oh boy. It's the Family Guy thing, right?
Yeah, the family guy, the chick there. What's that?
Good luck, everybody else.
Yeah. How many liquors do I need to turn 8 lanes or something like that quickly?
Cut across 8 lanes.
You ready?
None? How much signal I need to cut across 8 lanes? None? I turn now. Good luck, everybody else.
Oh.
How much signal I need?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. So hopefully, old Maxi boy's all right with that. He's got to drive with Bowhood Racing, so that's a good car. It's a good deal. But yeah, that was a big lick, man.
That was huge.
How have they both?
There's been a couple big licks the past 2 weeks.
That first night at Gambia, there was some heaps of crashes.
Mm-hmm.
There was just 4 cars done in the B main alone.
Yeah.
Then Madsen wrote that thing off, and heard he's got some significant injuries. So
yes, he does.
hopefully Ian's all right. Like, I know he had a fairly big schedule booked in for America, and yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to pan out for him. And yeah, hopefully he's all right. I think he's had some issues with the same sort of injury before, and
Yeah.
you never want to see that. Like,
No.
But fuck, man, he was going for it. Almost looked inevitable with how hard he was driving in that A. Like, he was catching that curb, and
Yeah.
he was trying to get around Dane, and him and Dane were battling. So I was watching him pretty closely, and he was going. That curb. Did you see how many people got tripped up on that curb in 3 or 4?
Curb got tricky.
Yeah,
It definitely was tricky. I'll give it that.
and it just looked like you couldn't fix your mistake. If you made a mistake, it just lifted you to the fence.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't like bounce off and come back. Hey, like,
It just grabbed the whole car and just shot it.
yeah, you're coming to me, rip you up. But well, that's what happens. And then you watched the wingless?
No, I was already in the pits.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So they run those 3-in-1s. It just makes them sound worse. But it was pretty good racing over there. Anyway, the wingless. There was a big lick, massive one just before Max Guildford's crash. There's a wingless. Oh, Kirby Rickaby or something, I think his name is. I should know his name, but yeah, that's a huge crash as well, mate. There was some huge crashes at Gambia.
I didn't know the wingless had a huge crash.
Yeah. What's your biggest crash?
Where do you want to start?
The biggest one. At the biggest.
Front stretch of Port Royal or entering turn 1 at Williams Grove, leaving the park?
I'm getting a hint. It's Williams Grove, mate. Big?
Yes.
You don't need to show me. I'll do a reel of it. Talk me through this crash. What happened?
Feature time. I forget how many laps we were in, but a group of cars were racing. I was one of them. Not gonna name any names, but somebody came up from the bottom and
It'll be on the video.
Yeah, somebody came from the bottom and just, I guess he didn't see me, and then we stuffed me in the wall, and just kind of left the park, and flipped and landed next to a tree.
Hurt?
Got a concussion.
I reckon that sounds like you get off easy, but I worry about concussions more than most.
I've had a few.
I'd rather break a leg or something than getting concussion.
I've had a few.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
Why do you think I still do this shit? Not the sharpest knife in the box.
How is it more scary racing those like 800-meter tracks like at that speed?
I get more worried about the small tracks.
Really?
Yeah.
It's less time to react, or
Yeah, I could finish a cup of tea before the next turn.
yeah, right. Or vodka Red Bull.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, mate. Yeah, it was a wicked time. I thought Mount Gambier did a cracking job. Like, I want to go through some results and just tell me what you think. Like, there's some people there that stuck out to me. Obviously, Jock Goodger won. We spoke about him. I feel like J-Mac sort of he's been good, but he's just met someone phenomenal every night, if that makes sense. Like, I think podium the last two before they went away here in Perth, and then like
I feel like James has been good, but he's just missing something. Like, I feel like he kind of something's just not clicking. I don't know what it is, but I feel like James, like, I feel like last year he was better.
Yep.
And this year he's kind of just like, he's good, but he's just missing something.
Must be so frustrating to be like a guy like J-Mac running the same car, the same gear. Like, Buzzy obviously is an absolute wizard. Like, he knows everything that he's doing. Sheldon Brady gives them everything they need to do. Like, Brock Kenny, he's on the team. They're running the same package.
Can't forget Brogan.
Brogan, I don't know Brogan. But the bees or something he always calls them.
I guess.
Yeah, J-Mac when he does it. And then Safety Mike, you can't forget him either. But like, it's like a consistent in terms of their package and all that. And then to pack that thing away after probably or arguably the most successful like year in recent memory, roll it back out, and then all of a sudden it's just not working. Like, fuck, that must be frustrating.
I guess there's a little bit of pressure having the 1AU too.
J-Mac.
But it's James.
He's the ice man. He don't feel pressure. Buzzy doesn't feel pressure, mate.
I know, but I feel like there could be a little bit of pressure having the 1AU, and it kind of like paints a target on your back. Mm-hmm. Like, you got to beat this car.
But he's also, like, I think that's J-Mac anyway, man.
Yeah, but J-Mac, it doesn't faze him.
Everyone in WA, he's the man. Like, you could argue Kerry or Brooke for GOAT in terms of actual achievement, man. But like, Brooke and Kerry are trying to beat J-Mac. Everyone else is trying to beat J-Mac. J-Mac's the man. Like, I feel like Jock's...
Like, he's on the Mount Rushmore?
Yeah. I think so. Like,
I agree.
Other people may have better resumes, but he was like the young kid coming through. I feel like J-Mac's been the man for like 10 years over here. Even when those dudes were the best, they were trying to beat J-Mac. J-Mac's just trying to win.
I think my favorite video of James is, I think it's him and Carrie, where Carrie's like, "Get back here.
Yeah.
Get back here."
That used to be my opening to this thing. that little clip. That's such a good thing. J-Mac sort of half walks to the car. You could hear how angry Kerry is, and off he goes. Ryan Newton, we sort of spoke about him. Lockie McHugh obviously hurt that engine.
Yeah, I expected a little better, but I knew once he hurt that Garrett, it was kind of, I mean, the motor he had in isn't a bad motor, but I know the Garrett's a little better piece.
Yeah, well, that's what he said. That's their best engine.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not going to harp on it too much, but I know he had the traction control, like loom and that on for qualifying. He got a lap in.
Yeah.
And he's told me halfway down the back straight, very first lap of qualifying is when the thing started going. So he still quick timed his group. Mm-hmm. Imagine what he could have done.
I know.
Like, halfway down the back straight it goes. So that was on it. Grant Stansfield.
That thing is just...
Matt Eagle. Tim Hutchins.
Yeah.
Like, multiple issues. And for me, this is all I'll say, it tells you everything. They didn't run it in the feature. That's how much...
I thought they did.
Nah, no one ran it in the feature.
I've heard of people taking the loom off and cutting it.
Yeah. Well, it's a risk, mate. It's a risk. Like, but that's how confident they are. I don't think they ran it on any cars in the feature because they're worried about issues.
I wouldn't run it on my car.
Nah, I feel like you go over there, you've there's some enough issues now that you probably rack that. And I only say that because Lockie obviously had it on in qualifying and hurt an engine. And that program, SRV Road Freight, Nick Speed, him, that program is Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
They rarely have engine issues.
Same with the Diamond Bay 26, and they hurt a motor. But I'm just going to keep my comments to myself.
Yeah, Lockie, he was still real good. But like you said,
good, and just something like what I said about James, something just wasn't there.
Yeah. This is, to me, one of the most impressive runs you'll see. Todd Mule, young fella. You even know? You ever heard of him? Come fifth. Yeah,
is that the 26 or is his number 26?
V26.
Yeah,
that old thing. That thing's he's got a 25-year-old -2 engine in it.
So that motor is just as old as I am.
That engine is older than him.
Wait, how old is he?
Younger.
Oh, shit.
He's a kid. I'm assuming he's younger because he looks like a kid. The car's a 2012 car that his dad used to race.
Oh.
And it's -2, and he's put a fifth at an Aussie title.
Fucking hang it up on the wall.
Yeah. But and that's like limited. Like they come out for Speed Week, Classic, they're done. Like that's like it's a
Hang that car on the wall as a trophy.
No, he has to race it again. He'll race it again next year. Like like a budget team.
Oh, okay. If it's a budget team.
Oh yeah. They had that van. You know that van, push mule?
Oh, that thing's cool.
Yeah, that's the coolest push mule ever, eh?
Yeah.
That thing's an actual van. They drive that into the back of the truck.
What?
Yeah, that's in the
I'd drive that to the track. Promotes the car and shit.
It's licensed. They drive it around town. They take it to the pub.
Fuck yeah.
They take their push quad to the pub. Yeah, so I was really impressed with Todd. Again, just noticed him. He was with Dane the whole time. Yeah, Dane. It sounds like I'm just sucking him off the whole time, but I feel like he was great.
Dane was very good.
16th to 6, no power steering after lap 10.
Really?
So he did 30 laps, got it to 6, no power steering. The thing's gone.
What, boiled the fluid?
Nah, I think there was some other issues because you would have heard him speak about it after that B main. He felt like he didn't have much, and I know they replaced it and all that, but obviously it just reared its head again. But yeah, 16th to 6.
That's good.
Pretty decent run for him. Pesca backed it up a little bit. I feel like something might have happened because he just all of a sudden went from fourth to back. Like he just looked like in the middle start of those races.
Didn't really watch Pesca.
Parker Scott, young kid local.
He's been fairly good. The Classic, he was good. I think Avalon, didn't he finish third at Avalon? He's been good.
He's been good over the whole time. Like, and I think he's 18. Big schedule booked in for him in America. They've got enough funding to do what they can, and if that kid keeps putting himself in those sorts of positions, like he'll grow his experience and he'll roll one of them into a podium and then go good. Caden Manders.
Yeah, very good for Caden.
Yep. I thought Caden was good.
Yeah, Caden was good, especially at the Classic.
Classic comes 6th.
Yeah.
6th and 9th for him, 4th and a 6th for Dane. The two WA teams, I thought, very, very good result. The boys there, Todd, Liam, Jaden, Caden as well jumps in there. Obviously, Dan Golding, QV, shout out, Ripper sponsors of mine. But, Caden 9th, I feel like he probably won't be stoked with that because he was sort of pushing a little bit better than at one stage, and then I think he threw a big slider and sort of lost some momentum. Marcus Dumsley come through from obviously crashing that night. That was 100% his fault too.
What, Marcus?
Yeah, remember that crash you had on night 1?
Well, the replay, it shows the I think the 17.
Yep.
He was pulling a tear off and kind of just like, I guess, lost control and just kind of up the track.
Yeah, we were watching him because we were talking to him before, and that dude was running that same line for a few laps, and he had a good look, and he just put the nose in where it probably shouldn't have been.
I mean, there's a gap.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Get a pass. But anyway, come back after that, probably looking at packing up on night 1 to come through for a top 10. He wouldn't be stoked. He's won a title before, so that's not what he wants. Daniel Sayer, you notice him? It's like a green car, wide open racing, black and green.
Yeah.
He was decent, a little bit better than what I thought. Matt Dumsley. Well, he seems to run his wing like real far forward, Matt.
Like flat?
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of noticed that too.
Yeah, just like he knows what he's doing. So, he's obviously doing it for
what he's comfortable with.
Yep. He was decent. Matt Dunsby, Joel Heinrich, sort of a budgeted team as well. It's really good. Tim Hutchins.
Yeah, didn't he come from the B main?
Yeah, he did it.
That B main was very good.
Yeah. But he obviously had those issues as well with that thing, and he spoke pretty well on the mic, I thought, after he won the B main or won a heat.
I think he won a heat race.
Yeah, then he
second. But I think it was the previous night, he won a heat race, but somehow he got docked.
Yeah, that's right.
Which was, I think, a little.
How you going?
Yeah, like WTF.
Luke Storer started up front. I think 9th. I think he started. He said come back to 15th again. Just a young kid, sort of first year in a sprint car, and start 9th. Like you start learning, and you'll roll one of them forward. And Daniel had some bad luck. That's his brother. That's whose tyre went through Jock's wing.
Oh yeah,
they're two brothers. Fuck, that was pretty. That tyre they never showed it. That tyre hits Jock's thing. Goes forward, bounces, and it was so close to going over the top of the fence.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it almost went over the fence again.
Half a metre to a metre, I reckon. Like, fuck, man. If that thing climbs that thing, that's straight into the crowd.
Almost like another Avalon.
Yeah, like because like that's that when he said again, that's Matt Guilford looked like he could have climbed the fence. Hey, like,
Don't your fences have to be a certain height?
they are big.
They are big and a lot bigger than the shit at home.
Yeah, like that's like Max Guilford could have been 6 meters in the air.
Your tracks are way safer than the shit we got back in the States. And somehow,
Nearly not enough, mate. Like,
somehow almost nearly not enough.
Jesse Adder, Tate Frost, something must have happened to him. I feel like he was racier than that.
The 62?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I think he he spun out, right?
Yeah, because he didn't do the laps. He only did 29.
Yeah, I think he spun out, and I think he had a issue
or
something.
Mate, Jock lapped up to 10th. The next car in line was Caden.
Wow. Okay.
Good going. Geordie Charge, obviously Beto on the tools, you said.
Yeah.
Beto's a wizard, eh?
Yeah. Beto's a wizard.
Yeah. Like Geordie got to 5th.
Yeah, Jordan started 12th, was up to 5th, and then going across the line, it sounded expensive when it went boom.
Yeah. Whole nother lap, though. That's all. I was like, ooh. Full lap.
Yeah. And then it kind of...
Might clear itself. Geordie. Brock Hallett obviously banged into Geordie in that incident.
Yeah.
That's sort of... I guess...
I think that could have been a Brock Hallett kind of track, maybe.
Yeah.
If it stayed slick and didn't take rubber, I definitely think that could have been a Brock. Like in the top, kind of slowed down a little bit. It definitely could have been a Brock kind of track.
Yeah, he started 5th. Like, so he started 5th. I think he would have been his 6th if he ran into Geordie, maybe. Like, what about... I'll do my little awards thing, mate, just so I can pump my sponsors up. The Bunbury Toyota, I do the award like the best on ground, like out and out, the best driver. Bunbury Toyota, obviously, Ryan Cricky and the boys get down and see John. I bought my ute from John. It was genuinely one of the easiest things I've ever done. Best deal that you could get as well. Like I feel my mates have got some Toyotas from some inferior dealerships and paid more. So get down to Bunbury Toyota. They'll sort you out, mate. Your best driver, that sort of since you've been over here, the best Australian driver, the most impressive driver like that you've seen over here this swing.
Dane, King Shot.
Well, Jock just won A1.
Yeah, but I feel like Dane I don't know. Dane just impressed me. I don't know why. He just has impressed me. Jordan Charge impressed me.
All right, Geordie, he's a little bulldog.
Yeah.
He doesn't give up. He drives hard. Like, well, sick racing, so those two in Darwin, those two like put on some good racing. But you got to do the award one. The Bunbury Toyota best on ground. Who are you going to give it to? Dane Kingshot. Well, he's won a couple actually.
Not because he's sponsored by Bunbury Toyota, but just he impressed me.
I got Jolly Good Auto Electrics. Trevor Jolly, Ripper fella, owns the team. Obviously, Trevor Jolly Racing, another sponsor. We call this one the Spark Up, mate. So someone who's had a bit of bad luck. Who needs a bit of a pump up. I reckon you could self-nominate here. You're sort of the applicant that can sort of take this thing out. But someone who you feel like's just not had the run that they need and probably could have had a heap better results. Get down and see the boys at Jolly Good Auto Electrics if you need a new head unit or...
I could list a couple of people. I could Callum, Charge.
Yeah.
Yes. Who's the 98 again? The one in the Guilford crash.
Oh, Peter Dukas.
Dukas. Yeah, probably go to Dukas right now.
Yeah, that's it. And like obviously,
Charge,
mate. We'll go to Duke. Isaac. I messaged him a bit. He listens. He's over in Queensland. East Coast Power Services. I was meant to interview the Duke and give them a bit of a pump up, but we'll do it now. So the Dukas, mate, he's the Jolly Good Spark Up. And he's got sick merch too. If you actually look at his merch, it's not like a big sprint car. It's like streetwear. It actually looks sick. I was trying to buy some. I thought he left. He hadn't. So I missed out. And the last one, mate, is the QV Bright Light, Spotlight, one of them. That's obviously Dan Golding, and from Dan Golding Racing, owns this company. It's like auto electrical stuff, mate. But they said it's like someone who's driven way better than what you thought, like that you almost want to put a spotlight on them, like someone who maybe not you didn't rate, but has been driving way better than what you thought.
Newton.
Yep.
Well, Newton from the classic to title. He's definitely somebody that put a bright light, I guess you would say.
Yeah, someone impressed you. So it's
Yeah.
like, because he was pretty faultless. Like, he held J-Mac off for a long time.
Yeah, he held James off for a while.
He's coming over here too. He's running the 77, I think.
77, and Kerry's going to drive the 95,
Five.
so it's going to be a two-car team.
Whoa, that's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. Hopefully they got enough crew.
Jesus will be on the tools, mate. Get up there.
Jesus and Kenneth.
All right. The Barbagallo race is coming up, mate. It's a Barbagallo Mr. Sprintcar, I think they call it, tonight. Have you seen a shootout? Do you do pole shuffles over in America? One car versus one?
Yes, it's not as popular as it is over here, but
Yeah.
I've done one. But the track was kind of shit when it happened, so it is what it is.
What's the expectation you guys going away from the team? I know Beto's helping you out with his little deal where he sort of helps out teams sort of get their cars sorted and stuff like that. What's your expectations coming into the next sort of week? There's obviously 5 nights of racing in sort of 7 nights. What do you want to close out the season with?
Complete some races, give the guys a good finish, and hopefully we can end up on a podium. But I'm hoping for top 5, top 10.
What's in your mind? How's that start? Like, what do you need to do to make sure that happens?
Just got to time good.
Time good.
Right? They do time trials for these races?
Yeah, all of them. It's
Okay.
pretty much the same format.
Yeah, so time trial and just be consistent and stay up front, stay up front and make some passes.
And then have you raced the Cricky boys before?
No. So last year I did high limit and speed week, and then I went home.
Yep.
So this is my first full year doing like a big stint of over here.
Have you, like, do you understand what the Cricky boys shootout is and all that? Or
Not really.
okay, probably now's not the exact time, but I feel like it's our, and I don't want to say classic, but it's our like biggest event that's not like a state or national title. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like half the dudes want to win this race more than any other race that we have. Like,
It's kind of like the Tuscarora 50 for home.
yeah, it's like the race.
Yeah.
Like,
People circle on the camera like, I want this one.
people know the Cricket Boys shootout who don't know sprint cars, but they'll know what that race is. Like, if you said, I race sprint cars, they might go, what? And the thing for the Cricket Boys shootout, then they would know what you're talking about. Like, it's big. Like, it's very prestigious. Obviously, Cricket family, do the event in honor of some of their family members. But the Cricket is like Ron Crickey's like arguably the guy. I've got a little segment that I'm doing, and I'll probably put something out there, the top 5 WA sprint car races ever. And obviously Ron Crickey, 2-time Australian champ, like, he's a king. Shane and Ryan have obviously had Crickey Motorsports for 47 years, I think.
Wow.
I think Ryan's mum Julie said. So, yeah, like a big family, means a lot to the sport. And then this is a race in honour of two of the Cricket boys. So, yeah, she's a massive event. I feel like you know how we sort of said it, the Aussie title didn't feel like much? Like, that you can't help it at the Cricket boys.
Yeah, these guys, the people over on the Western Australia side, haven't had a race in a while, so it's kind of like a big race now.
Oh,
They've kind of saved their money, and this is what they're going to get.
Yeah, like, they'll be trying to build the Barbagallo art, but, like, if people are choosing, like, it's not a choice.
Yeah, people are going to choose the Cricky.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Like, I look forward to it. They always do some special stuff for it. It's a wicked race. And the person I sort of feel for the most at all that is Dane. Like, there's some pressure. Fuck, man. That's, like, he grew up in Bunbury. That's where the race was.
Yeah.
Like, they're like gods down there. And Dane grew up probably watching the race and wanting to win it. And now he's driving for it. He'd be like, fuck. Yeah, he'll probably say, nah, he will say no pressure, but far out.
Oh, there's
mate.
pressure.
Yeah.
There's pressure no matter what.
Yeah. What's been your favourite thing you've done over here? Like, obviously Perth, like last time, if it was so quick, you wouldn't have got to explore. But, like, have you done some cool shit?
This year I haven't really done much.
What do you mean? What have you been doing?
Working on a car.
Oh, yeah, you've been fixing a bit.
Fixing my fuck ups.
Yeah.
Sorry, Beto.
No. Nah, Beto loves it, mate.
He lives for it.
Oh, he does?
Mm-hmm.
Has he impressed you? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, we've been getting along pretty good.
yeah, he's a good dude.
Yes, he is.
And what
And
about
his
his
family.
knowledge and that? Like,
Oh, his knowledge is nuts. It's
and he
nuts.
knows everyone, eh?
Oh my god, it's like worse than when I go home. Like, are you like people go? Are you Tom's son? I'm like, oh god, yes.
You know what I found on the weekend? I was rolling around with Ryan, and I was like a swinging dick half the time. Like, I'd be with him, then we'd stop because someone wanted to talk to him. Get another 10 meters, someone wants to talk to him. I'm
Yeah,
just
it's like
like
with Beto, like
hanging off to the side.
His phone just never stops ringing.
Yeah, right.
Somebody's always calling him for something, just to bullshit or chat or ask questions. Like, everybody knows him. He's like Mr. Hollywood.
What's the funnest thing then? You've got to give me one thing off track. What's the funnest thing you've done?
I really haven't done anything.
Have you gone out?
I mean, yeah, I've gone out to like to the pub and shit with everybody, but I really haven't done anything. I mean, last year I went skydiving. That was cool.
So this year's highlight is something you did last year. No, we got to change that. We'll sort you out. Then you got what till the 17th?
Yeah, till 17th.
So we got 14 days.
Yeah.
We'll
something
sort you out. My man, you know Miles Bolger?
Yes.
Oh, he's a king.
I heard about his go-kart track.
Yeah, I'll see if we can get an entry list. It's exclusive. I haven't got a gig yet, but the Bold will sort us out, mate. We might try and square that. But you need a highlight of the trip off the track.
Yeah. I honestly haven't done anything.
All right, well, we're out of here, mate. Thanks for coming. Yeah, merch, anything you want to pump up? Your Facebook page, whatever.
I mean, follow RBH Group Racing or
Yeah.
Justin Will Motorsports.
What about then? Well, just before we do, Rob Hare, talk to me about Rob.
Oh, he's a great guy. He'll give you the shirt off his back. But what's that?
The boys got the Wingo going, mate. That's Travis Armstrong's Wingus.
Oh, the wingless.
Yeah, mate. Hear the roar of the old Wingo, mate. They fire up. But yeah, Rob Hare, like obviously done a lot for you. Like just
Yeah.
you don't really see him like he doesn't speak, no interviews, like he's not a thing. But obviously,
No, everybody knows Rob. He's very he's known, but he's kind of like he doesn't put himself out there. He's kind of just like me and you. Like if you look at him, you just think he's just another person, but he owns a team. He's very smart, knowledgeable. He's a very good guy.
did he go over to America as well?
He's been over to America with Trent Pigton, but he hasn't been over to watch me race
Okay.
yet.
Yeah, right. When you flicked that text, what was your actual expectation?
I was not expecting an answer.
Even an answer.
I was not expecting an answer.
And then if you got an answer, what did you think? It would just be no.
I'm like, we already got somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And afterwards, when I got here, they're like, yeah, we asked a bunch of people actually before you even answered, or we answered you. Like, oh, great.
Why would they tell you that?
I don't know.
Ah, well.
I got the ride, so
Yeah, you're in it. Suck
everybody can
it.
suck it.
All right. Good luck for the rest of the time, mate. Appreciate you coming in. Like, obviously, you're not doing anything else, though, to be fair. So
No, I'm probably going to go back to my apartment and get a shower and do wash.
easy. All right. Thanks, boys. Cheers.
Thank you.